Yeah, Pasa YouTube, how's it going, everybody? Got for you guys today my first Sun and Moon live Wi-Fi battle, and it's going to be against my boy Callum, aka HoodlumScrafty. A lot of you guys should know who he is, and I find it kind of cool that me and Callum are battling in early Sun and Moon because we did that back in X and Y. Now, in the future, I do. Oh, voice crack. In the future, I do plan to do face cam for my future live Wi-Fi battles. The only reason I'm not doing one for right now is because, of course, much like always, it wouldn't be a typical recording session for me if I didn't have some type of issue. And of course, OBS does kind of have a bad habit of desyncing audio, so if I tried to do face cam, it will probably be a little bit unsynced, like maybe mid to near the end of the video. So I hope you guys don't mind, but don't worry, in the future when I kind of get things figured out more, I will definitely be doing face cam for future live Wi-Fi battles. Of course, make sure to go check out my boy Callums' channel, link will be down in the description. This is the power that I am bringing. The only downside to this team is I don't have a scarfer, and I don't know what kind of team Callum is going to want to bring. Regardless though, I am very excited because again, this is my first Sun and Moon Wi-Fi battle, and just, yeah, if you guys would like to see more of these, by all means make sure to let me know in the comment section below, and make sure to hit that like button. One like can definitely go a long way, and I think we're about to get this started, so let's see what Callum brought. Ooh, okay, so yeah, this is scary. So the good thing about this is that he doesn't seem to have anything with stealth rocks, because Alola Marowak and Metagross don't currently have access to them, but they should have them once Pokebank is out, but that's not going to be until next month. So if he doesn't have Defog on his Tapu Fini, then I should be able to just hazard stack against him, which is kind of the idea behind this team. Again, the only downside is I don't exactly have a fast Scarf Mon. So Weavile and Mega Metagross and Xurkitree, depending on the set, could be a problem. But looking at leads, I don't want to say he's going to lead Tapu Bulu. I really don't. I almost just want to lead my Xurkitree. Now, I am a Magnet Xurkitree. I'm not Scarfed, so I'm hoping that I will be able to catch off his I'm hoping to be able to catch his Marowak off guard. So I just woke up like 30 minutes ago too, because my son Sergio was getting a little fussy and he woke up. So if I seem a little bit tired, I apologize. Don't worry. Hopefully this battle will waken me up. And just, yeah, anyways, going into this match though, Weavile is going to be a huge problem. Metagross could be a problem as well, depending on the set. Xurkitree, if it's Scarfed, I should be able to play around that, so I'm not too concerned. Ooh, I like the battle pose, Callum. Definitely like the battle pose. So yeah, we're gonna get this started. So I'm pretty nervous, man. I haven't battled Callum in a while, but I know he likes to do like a lot of FFAs and roulette, so I'm sure he knows what he's doing. Regardless though, I'm still going to try my best, and we can hopefully pull out a W. So he's going to be leading off with his own Xurkitree, as I'm going to be leading off with my Xurkitree. Now, my thing is, do I want to be aggressive and switch right into Mamoswine? I really don't expect him to be expecting that play. At least I don't predict him to want to go for something like a Grass Knot or a Dazzling Gleam turn 1. And if he's Scarfed, he does indeed outspeed me. So what I could do here is maybe go for a Hidden Power Ground. I do have the Hidden Power Ground to be able to hit things like Alola Marowak and Aegislash, but Aegislash recently got banned. So I could just Hidden Power Ground here, is what I'm thinking, because he doesn't really have a safe switch in to my Xurkitree. And because he will be able to outspeed me, he's probably going to Volt Switch into his own Xurkitree, expecting me to Volt Switch. So that way I can start chipping down the Marowak, and maybe bluff that I am a choice set myself, and just have him thinking that he won the speed tie. So yeah, I'm thinking about just going for the Hidden Power Ground here. Unless he specs or like modest specs, then there's no way that we should outspeed him here. So yeah, I think I'm going to Hidden Power Ground. Even if for some reason he's not Scarfed and we do outspeed him and win the speed tie, then I will still be able to get off super effective damage on him. And that way I'll be able to wear down Xurkitree as well. So I was thinking about leading off with my Toxapex, but it's a good thing I did not do that, because obviously this would have put me in a very bad scenario turn 1. So he is going to Volt Switch, and good lord, that's not very effective. That did like 40%. What? The power of Xurkitrese. Now, if we were Expert Belt or Life Orb, then we would definitely be doing more damage to the next Mon he wants to bring in here. Which, again, I really want to say is going to be Marowak. Because there's nothing else on his team that seems to take on Xurkitrese. And yeah, I really don't see him wanting to bring in something like Celesteela or Tapu Fini. I don't think he would bring in Weavile either. Unless, the only reason he would want to make those plays is if he did expect me to predict his Marowak to come in. Then that way he thinks that I'm locked into Hidden Power Ground, and maybe I can get a Volt Switch off on the Tapu Fini or even the Celesteela. That would actually be pretty great. Although if he does bring in Celesteela here, that would be a little bit annoying. But he does end up switching into the Marowak, so this is really great. This is Hidden Power Ground, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be doing a good amount of damage, as that is a clean to a KO. So that is not even bad. Not even bad. Now, I don't really think there's a reason for me to not go for the Hidden Power Ground again. I could see him maybe wanting to try to switch into Celesteela, but then in that case, I can just go for a Volt Switch or even Tail Glow Thunderbolt him. Yeah, I do have Tail Glow on the set because I really wanted to try out Magnet Xurkitrese. I saw this set on the Smogon forums, and I really wanted to try it out. So I may just go for another Hidden Power Ground here because there's really no reason for me to not do this, as he's going to switch out his Marowak, and he's going to bring in the Tapu Fini. Okay. Could this be Scarf, maybe? No, this would have to be defensive. Right? Yeah. So, yeah, I'm going to just Hidden Power Ground here, still get off a nice little bit of chip damage. Man, Xurkitrese is absolutely powerful. Good lord. This thing is a monster. Now, the only problem with this is that I don't think I quite knock him out with the Thunderbolts. Maybe I'm just underestimating the power of Xurkitrese. Regardless, though, like I said, we are not locked into Hidden Power Ground. I am a Magnet Xurkitrese, so I will be able to switch up my moves here and just safely go for the Volt Switch and hopefully catch him off guard. Although, if he does try to play around me thinking that I'm not choice, he could very well try to switch back into Marowak here. So I can definitely see him wanting to do that play. Regardless, though, I still think, I feel like I'm saying that word wrong. For those of you who don't know, English isn't my first language, so if I mispronounce some words or if I kind of like stutter over my words, then I apologize. But yeah, I should be able to just Volt Switch here. I definitely see him wanting to stay in here, probably thinking that I am choiced, because a lot of, like 8 out of 10 times Xurkitrese do tend to be Choice Scarf, because it's normally the best set for Xurkitrese, because its special attack is already so stupidly high. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's like 173 or like 174 base special attack. So you really don't even need to run Modest on Xurkitrese. So yeah, he's going to stay in here and we are going to catch him off guard. And down it goes. We get the first KO about 3 or 4 turns into the battle. So this is actually really good because getting rid of this Tapu Fini means that we get rid of his only hazard setter. I mean, not hazard setter, sorry. His only hazard removal. So the question is, do I want to bring in Skarmory here or my Bunker? Mamoswine baits him to want to bring in the Metagross and the Celesteela. If I bring in Tapu Bulu, he can get a free switch into the Weavile, which Weavile could maybe be a problem. Weavile could maybe be a problem depending on the set. Another thing with Tapu Bulu is that we bait him to want to bring in the Metagross as well. But if he doesn't have Zen Headbutt, then he shouldn't be able to touch my Toxapex. I almost want to bring in Skarmory. And like make the aggressive play into Mamoswine. Because we are sashed Mamoswine. So even if he predicted me to bring in Mamoswine, we would still live at least 1 hit guaranteed. Skarmory can Whirlwind out the Metagross, if anything. Although we are specially defensive Skarmory. But I'm pretty positive that he's not going to have Adamant Metagross. So, again, I almost just want to bring in Tapu Bulu here. Yeah, because even if he brings in the Metagross or the Weavile, it shouldn't be that big of an issue. And there's really no reason for me to want to bring in Porygon Z here. So, yeah, I think after thinking about it, I am going to go ahead and bring in my Tapu Bulu here. See what he wants to bring in. Again, I'm pretty sure it is either going to be the Weavile or the Metagross. I don't see him wanting to switch into the Marowak or the Celesteela. Although if he does bring in Celesteela, we can just go ahead and Leech Seed him in that case. But the fact that we got rid of his hazard removal so early on in the match is really, really good. I guess what I could have done was just brought in Toxapex, but again, that Xerxes is a slight problem because of the fact that my only ground type is Mamoswine. So with a proper prediction, he can already just weaken or knock out my Toxapex. So that wouldn't be too good for us, as he is going to bring in the Metagross. Okay, so he does end up bringing in the Metagross. So again, I'm pretty sure he's just going to be a Jolly variant of Metagross. So depending on his moveset, we will be able to take him on 1v1 with our Skarmory. Now, I don't remember the EV spread on my bunker here. Let me check. Just because I don't want to switch into this thinking that I can easily live 2 Zen Headbutts when I may not be able to. So yeah, even if we are max defense, we will not be able to live this hit, which from the looks of it, I think I am near to max defense and max HP. So yeah, Toxapex is definitely not the switch in here. Skarmory, I think, is our switch in here, because even if he is a substitute variant or something along those lines, we will be able to just safely Whirlwind him out. And I don't think that Metagross should be able to 2-hit KO Skarmory. So I'm going to switch in the Skarm here. I really was thinking about switching the Toxapex because I could have got up a layer of T-Spikes. That would have been really helpful against his Weavile and wearing down his Xerxes. So he is going to go for the Meteor Mash. Hopefully he doesn't get the attack boost here, as that actually does way too much damage. And of course, oh, that really sucks. That actually really sucks. So the question is, do I want to go straight for the Whirlwind, or do I want to try and Roost first? I don't think me roosting is going to be too helpful to us. So yeah, so that actually really sucks. The fact that he got the attack boost right away is actually a bit of a problem. So now we may actually be 2-hit KO'd, and he gets the attack boost again! What? Bad luck Leo, boys. Bad luck Leo. So thankfully we Whirlwind him out, as we Whirlwind him into the Weavile. See, I don't know if this will knock us out in one hit. I don't know if this will knock us out in one hit. We are specially defensive again, so maybe Weavile could knock us out here. So let's see, at level 50, unless he's Life Orb, which he can't get knockoff right now. What's that move? Throat Chop, I think? Yeah, Throat Chop is that new dark stab move. So Throat Chop, unfortunately, if he gets a high damage roll, he will be able to knock us out. Or if he has the Z move with the Darkium Z, then that could actually be a problem. Or he could have the Ice Z Crystal. Oh, this is no bueno. This is no bueno at all. So I think I definitely have to switch out here, as much as I don't want to. I may be able to roost up on the Metagross later in this match, however. So yeah, I think I'm going to switch into my Toxapex here. I should be able to chew anything that he wants to go for. So if I was a physically defensive Skarmory, then I would have been able to just stay in here comfortably and I think just go for the roost. But I am more of a specially defensive variant, considering that Skarmory already has such an insane physical attack set. And plus, if he didn't get that +1 with the Meteor Mash, I could have just stayed in and started Spike Stack. So, yeah, that's another kind of sucky thing about that. But it shouldn't be too big of an issue, as I'm going to be able to bring in my Toxapex here, as he's going to go for the Z move. What? What is this? What is this? What is this? I don't... This is actually pretty cool. What? Hold on. Black Hole Eclipse. Oh, what? That actually looks really cool. Holy crap. Oh, whoa, that does way too much damage. Way too much damage. So the fact that he doesn't have Life Orb means that this Weavile should actually be a little bit easier for us to deal with now. Do I just want a T-spike here? See, the problem with me T-spiking is that he may be able to 2-hit KO me at this range. But if I do recover here, then he could get a free switch back into that Metagross. Oh, I don't know if I should T-spike here or maybe go for the Scald. I really want to say he's going to switch right back into his Metagross here, so I just want to take this chance to T-spike, I think. Yeah, so it's a good thing I decided to go for the T-spike here. This is definitely going to be a huge help for us in this match, as in comes the Metagross once more. Now, unfortunately, I don't have a safe switch into this Metagross now. The fact that he was able to get two physical attack boosts just makes this thing that more of a problem. Yeah, because he could easily just 2-hit KO my bunker. I may have to sack off Tapu Bulu here. I may have to sack off Tapu Bulu to get a free switch into my Skarmory. Porygon Z really can't sweep just yet, because I need to weaken this Metagross some. And I need to be able to get a free switch into Skarmory if I want to Roost. The problem with me losing my Tapu Bulu, though, is that we lose our only real answer to that Xurkitree. Well, it's not an answer, but it's more of a check, because we can just consistently switch into any move that the Xurkitree would otherwise want to go for. So I think I am just going to go ahead and switch on out into my Tapu Bulu here. Yeah, see, this is where him getting the first turn attack boost is going to just really hurt us. So I'm going to have to play around that. And as much as I don't want to lose my Toro here, I unfortunately may have to just leave it in for Death Fodder. So he's going to go for the Zen Headbutt. That's fine. That's fine. This shouldn't be too big of a problem. Now, a Meteor Mash the following turn, however, will be able to finish us off. Maybe he'll miss to kind of make up for him getting 2 attack boosts, but it's okay if he doesn't. I really don't mind if he knocks out my Tapu Bulu here. It shouldn't be that big of an issue. And because we did get up T-Spikes, it's going to be really great to wear down Marowak, wear down the Xurkitree, and wear down the Weavile. So he's going to go for the Meteor Mash. As long as he doesn't get the attack boost, we should be fine. Oh, please, Callum, don't get the attack boost. Callum, thank you, Callum. Thank you so much, Callum, for not getting the attack boost on that Meteor Mash. And now I can bring in Skarmory here, and I should be able to just safely go for the Roost without any worry about what move he's going to want to hit me up with. I could definitely see him wanting to switch out here, as he's going to Zen Headbutt. Not really sure why, as we are going to be able to Roost, so that's really good. I think Meteor Mash still probably would have done more damage to us, if anything. So judging for how much damage that that Zen Headbutt did, I may be able to just spike here. So I didn't know that when you Roost, you get affected by grassy terrain. That's actually really cool. So I just got my health back, and I just got 2 turns of lefties, essentially. So yeah, I'm going to take this chance to get up 1 layer of spikes, because this way we will be able to punish Callum if he wants to consistently switch out against us. As, thankfully no attack boost. I'm so scared that he's just going to keep getting attack boosts, man. Because he already got 2 in a row, and that cost us a Pokemon. But luckily right here, I should be able to just Roost back up, and because we are going to be touching the ground, grassy terrain is going to give us that much more HP back. So yeah, even if he gets an attack boost here, we will be in a comfortable position the following turn. So thankfully he didn't get an attack boost, which is absolutely amazing for us, and we should be brought back up to about 85 to 90% HP, right? Yeah, so we're sitting at a very comfortable amount of HP, which is really good for us. So if I really wanted to, I could try to spike 1 more time, but I feel like I'm messing too much around with my luck right now, because there's a chance again that he could get the attack boost, which would be an absolutely humongous problem. So I'm gonna take this chance to go for the whirlwind, as he is actually gonna switch out. So if I really wanted to, I could have easily gone for my second layer of spikes here, as he's gonna bring in the Marowak. This actually is not that big of an issue, because we're going to be able to start racking up entry hazard damage. So as long as I don't whirlwind him into the Celesteela or the Xurkitree, we should be fine. And of course, it's the Celesteela. Oh, this actually kind of sucks. This actually kind of sucks. Well, no, shouldn't I be able to just bring in my Xurkitree here? I really want to say I can just bring in Xurkitree here. Now, you guys remember how I said that it's not a typical video for me unless something goes wrong? Well, sure enough, as you can see on your screen, this is pretty much how the last half of my live narrated match versus Callum turned out on OBS. So, I'm going to post-narrate the last half of this match. I really hope you guys do not mind this and you still enjoy the video. I promise you, I'm going to mess around with OBS later today when I have the time, so this will never ever happen again in my future Wi-Fi battles. And just, I'm already bummed out about it, and this was a really good match, man. Like, it turned out to be such a good game, and I really enjoyed my narration for it, and just to know that the last half of it's pretty much gone and messed up is like I said, just a bit of a bummer, pretty much. So yeah, I'm just gonna narrate the rest of the match from this point, and again, I hope you guys still do enjoy the video. I am gonna go ahead and switch into my Xurkitree against the Celesteela, because I was very positive that he would want to go for the Leech Seed over actually wanting to go for the Flamethrower, maybe thinking that he could wear me down over time. But him going for Flamethrower honestly wasn't a bad play for him to make either, but it doesn't do too much damage to my Xurkitree to the point where I'm worried about this Celesteela. So I'm going to go ahead and just go for the Volt Switch, because I can still get off a huge amount of damage on the Celesteela. And even if he wants to bring in the Marowak, as he does here after protecting, thanks to my one layer of spikes and Toxic, he will be knocked out by the poison. If not, then I can just knock him out the following turn. So he does get knocked out by the poison, which is really great. This is one less thing that I have to deal with now. However, though, he can get a free switch into either his Weavile or his Metagross, and because I do still have Skarmory, I'm really not too concerned about this Metagross, except for the fact that Callum actually has Pursuit. Now, I did know that Mega Metagross could learn Pursuit, but I was not at all expecting Callum to be running it, and I just dropped. And this is actually kind of a problem, because Xurkitree was my main answer to Celesteela, and now that that's gone, unless I'm able to Z conversion with my Porygon Z, then I may actually just lose to this Celesteela. So expecting him to want to switch out, I'm actually going to go ahead and get up my second layer of spikes. Now at this point in the match, I was thinking, okay, if I can somehow get up my Stealth Rocks with Mamoswine, and I'm able to Z conversion on this Celesteela, which I should be able to force in relatively easily, then I should be able to win with my Porygon Z late game. So I'm going to take this chance to switch into my bunker, because I didn't want to directly switch into my Mamoswine, because I do have the Focus Sash on my Mamoswine. So here, expecting him to want to switch out, I'm not going to go for the T-Spike, and if he did want to stay in, I could have still Scald burned the Celesteela. If not, then I can Scald whatever he does want to switch into. So as he brings in the Weavile, this is really not a problem, because one, he doesn't have Life Orb, and two, Weavile does not learn Knockoff yet. So Throat Chop is his hardest hitting move, and as you're going to find out, I actually have the Rocky Helmet on this Toxapex, and I really like Rocky Helmet on Toxapex, because it's already so bulky. It has access to Recover and Regenerated, which means you're able to just further punish physical attackers, and thanks to the 2 layers of spikes and the T-Spikes that I was able to get up, I can just safely stay in with my Toxapex. Even if he crits me, I lose absolutely nothing, because I can just spam Recover until he's knocked out by the combination of Rocky Helmet and Toxic damage, which is what's going to happen. So down goes the Weavile. Still, that Celesteela is a huge issue, so I need to find some way to hopefully set up with my Porygon Z. As he brings in the Xurkitree, I make a bit of an obvious play here, and I switched directly into my Mamoswine. Honestly, I lost literally nothing in doing this play because 1, I do have the Focus Sash, and 2, I can just further rack up the toxic damage. And if anything, I'm still very positive that he is Choice Scarf or maybe Choice Specs possibly. So if I really wanted to, I could have safely just switched back into my Skarmory here, but I make a bit of a bad play, and instead of going for the Ice Shard, I go for the Stealth Rocks and I stay in. Now, what I should have done was switched into Skarmory because, as you're going to see, he is going to get his Beast Boost. But I was thinking that, okay, this is my absolutely perfect opportunity to bring in Porygon Z and go for the Z conversion because there's no way that he's going to be able to knock me out with an Energy Ball or put me in range of where a Bullet Punch from the Mega Metagross would be able to knock me out. But that did way more damage than I was expecting. Luckily though, I'm able to live and I can still go for the Z conversion. The only problem now is that if he does knock me out with the Bullet Punch from Metagross, then I basically lose this battle. Or if I'm not able to OHKO Celesteela with the Thunderbolt, I lose as well. So because I am at +1 speed and I am naturally faster than timid Xurkitries, even if he was Scarf, there was no way he was going to be able to outspeed me. So I drop him with an Adaptability Thunderbolt as he brings in the Mega Metagross. If he gets absolute max damage here, I die and I lose the battle if he has Bullet Punch. So he does have the Bullet Punch, but thanks to me being an electric type and having that +1 defense, I can live on 2 HP and I'm gonna be able to just nuke this Metagross. But still, he has Celesteela, which might be able to live a Thunderbolt because he is still at full HP. So if I don't knock him out with T-Bolt here, then Celesteela could very well stall out my next 2 Pokemon. However though, I'm able to just straight drop Celesteela, which is insane, man. Porygon Z is an absolute monster. Now, he told me that his Mega Metagross was actually Adamant Nature, and the max damage of a Bullet Punch to Porygon Z was actually 28 HP. So if he had got absolute max damage with that Bullet Punch, then he most likely would have been able to just win the game with Metagross because my last 2 Mons were Toxapex, which gets dropped by Zen Headbutt, and Skarmory, which my only offensive move is Brave Bird. So with him having Celesteela and Metagross, he would have been able to beat my Skarmory and my Toxapex. And I felt like I put a little bit too much on Porygon Z in this match. Like I said, I should have really switched out my Mamoswine against the Xurkitries and switched into my Skarmory to prevent him from getting that +1 with the Beast Boost, and then later trying to set up with Porygon Z. Regardless though, Porygon Z was luckily able to live that Bullet Punch and just put the team on his back and pull out the victory for the 3-0 in our favor. And if you think about it more, it was definitely a lot closer than a 3-0 because, like I said, if I lost PZ, then Callum pretty much won the game. But I hope you guys did still enjoy the video, and I hope you didn't mind that the last half was post-narrated. If you did enjoy, make sure to hit the like button down below. Of course, check out my boy Callum. His channel link will be down in the description, and make sure to check out the 2 videos on the end screen. And with that being said, guys, I promise you that my next live Wi-Fi battle will hopefully not go wrong and everything will be okay. So later, everybody.
Because my brain and heart are both tied in a knot, and this hinders me from crying a lot, just causing me to show no emotion. But when I said I cared, I wasn't joking. But I guess it's too late for me to become broken. For now, I'm living with no more pain, tears, or hoping. I'm just coasting. Yeah, I said I'm coasting. No more pain, tears, and hoping. For real, it's too late for me to be broken. Let's go.